this. Grabar. Okay, so hello to the people that are going to see this video, right? And my students are here now this morning. It's a nice morning because it's raining in Viña del Mar, babies, but it's beautiful. I love the rain. So remember that we have had little time, you know, I mean, in our city and also in other cities of Chile without rain. So now we are happy for that, but we are sad for the pandemic. Okay, so we are going to start our session today. And you see here, if you go to the book, babies, Karen and Fabian. How are you, Fabian? I haven't seen you.
Fine, and you?
I'm okay. I'm happy because it's raining now. So
Oh, really?
yes, here I live in Recreo, Viña. It's raining, so it's beautiful. I love it. I like the rain. Okay, so here we have, I'm going to finish with unit number 5, with the unit 5, page 43, right? And here we have, it says homework, tarea, dice Gabriela, Gabriela, no sé qué Gabriela puse aquí, tarea del viernes. Okay. So let's see, let's go to the point number 13. Yesterday I sent you, les mandé más material, more information for especially to know more vocabulary, okay? All right, so today, because it is raining, babies, I listened, you know, on the radio that there are some problems with the internet. So be patient, because maybe in some cases you can listen not very well, but this is the issue that, you know, I listened to it in the morning, right? So be patient, because of these reasons is that sometimes we cannot listen to, you cannot listen to me very well, but you can let me know, because I can, you know, speak slower, right? Okay, let's go then to point 13. It says general conversation. All right, that's 13. Okay, we just started with some of the questions, so I ask you to do this. Did you write something about these questions from 2, 3, and 4? Because number 1, we talked about it in our last session. But number 2, we have it pending, the same as number 3 and number 4, right? Okay, who has what number? Number 2, how your taste in clothes has changed over the last few years. How your taste in clothes has changed over the last few years, according to your, let's say, maybe now you're more mature, you're a little bit older, you are not 15 years old now, right? Okay, all right. Okay, then you see, you have had the chance to see or to know more people, and to see and to look at the people. You have had the opportunity to go to malls and see clothes also. So maybe now you have more experience than 3 years ago, right? So what about how your taste then in clothes has changed over the last few years? Can you explain this to me, or can you give me some ideas about this question?
I want to try.
Yeah, okay, Karen, go ahead.
Well, in my case, they have changed a lot, and they're still changing because of a lot of things in my life. First, because of bad experiences, and because of my ex-boyfriend, I had to cover myself a lot. So I stopped wearing shorts, and I used just one skirt because it was a little bit longer.
Yeah, remember,
I wear.
Oh, I wore. Pasado, wore, to wear, presente, wore, I wore. Pasado, I wore.
I wore just one skirt because it was longer than the other. So, but now I am wearing more clothes, like comfortable clothes to me, but not that much clothes.
Yeah.
like showing my shoulders, maybe using a dress and those kind of things.
Nice. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I agree with her. As I told you before, because of the experiences in life, I think it's a very important issue. The experiences that you have lived. In the case of Karen, that Karen, has lived in Spain. So this is something very interesting for her because she can see, new culture, how people, for example, dress there. So this is interesting, this information for us. Okay, thank you, Karen. What about Gabriela? That Gabriela also has had new experiences in life, and maybe she has also observed, you see, how people, for example, dress. So, how your taste in clothes has changed over the last few years, Gabriela?
I think it depends because in terms of like material of clothes, I'm not like I don't care about that stuff or brands. I just like wear whatever like clothes it is in my closet.
Mhm.
But I feel like in the past years I have changed my style somehow
Okay.
because I was like I was really shy and I wasn't that comfortable with my body
Hmm.
before, but now I feel really great and really like secure. So I wear the clothes that I like, and then I how do I say? Como que no me atrevía a vestir antes.
I didn't dare,
Yeah,
yeah, to say, something. Okay, good. This is good for you. That now, so you have changed, in that sense that now you dare, for example, to wear other clothes that maybe in the past you you didn't feel comfortable to wear, right? So this is good,
yeah,
Gabriela. It's good because I think that all of us have to wear, you see, the clothes we like, right? And the clothes you see, maybe when you look at a piece of clothing and you say, wow, what beautiful that dress is. Oh, why? I mean, I think that we can wear it. Why not? Right? So this is interesting. So we have to feel sure about ourselves, right? This is important. Our self-esteem is important. Good. Thank you, Gabriela. What about Javiera? What about Javiera in your case? How your taste in clothes has changed over the last few years.
I think that it has changed a lot
Yeah.
because some years ago,
Hmm.
like 2 or 3, I used to wear only jeans and hoodies, and
Yeah.
they were all like from dark colors,
Yeah.
mostly blue and black. I was really emo, and
Okay.
now I like wearing a lot of colors, and I I used to cover my legs and shoulders and my arms every time. But
Yeah.
now I like wearing dresses and
And t-shirts maybe to show your shoulders, for example, because women
yes,
always have beautiful full shoulders. Yeah. So that's good. That's nice. Okay. Thank you, Javiera. Right. And
thank you.
what about Fabian? Is Fabian with us or is he having breakfast?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
I am having breakfast.
I know because I think that you like having breakfast. Okay, Fabian, what about you? Have your
Mm,
taste in clothes has changed as your partners that you could listen to them? They told us
eh,
good experiences.
I guess it haven't changed at all. I mean,
It
I
hasn't.
always use pajamas or
I always,
comfortable.
Fabian, wear, no? You,
Where? I'm sorry, a little bit sleepy.
Fabiancito, do you wear pajamas when you go out? Also,
Mm,
when you go shopping, when you see your friends, you go in pajamas?
or comfortable clothes.
Okay. Yeah, comfortable clothes. All right. Good. Maybe now you're in pajamas because you're at home, right? But
I'm always on pajama.
yeah, but not when you go, for example, to the university or when you go to school, when you go out, Or when you go
Si fuera
to,
por mí, iría en pijama.
come on, and you have slept all night in pajamas? You know,
Sí.
men, if you
De
wear
hecho, el año
pajamas,
pasado se iba en pijama.
oh my God. You see, if you sleep from Monday to Friday with the same pajamas, maybe people are going to say,
No, me lo iba cambiando, pero
okay. So, but I think it's not a good idea because maybe the material, well, it depends, of course, but the materials of, of pajamas sometimes are not very like a warm. Well, it depends because we have others that are really, really warm, right? Good. Okay,
yes.
Fabian. So your taste has changed a little bit. What are the clothes that you wear now? For example, when you imagine that your mother tells you to go to the supermarket. What clothes do you wear when you go to the supermarket? Pajamas also?
A hoodie and a
Yeah,
jean,
yeah, a pair of jeans.
a pair of jeans.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. And do you wear sneakers or shoes?
Shoes.
Yeah.
I don't like sneakers.
You don't like sneakers. Do you like boots?
Not boots, like urban.
Yeah.
I don't know
Urban. Yeah, urban
how
boots.
are.
Yeah, urban boots. All right. Thank you. Okay. Fernanda, did I ask you, Fernanda? No, I guess no. Fernanda.
Yes, I'm here.
Ah, you're there. Okay, Fernanda, I want to ask you another question. We're going to change.
Hello.
Let's go to number 3, Fernanda. It says, which clothes are fashionable among young people at the moment? Fernanda, pay attention to this question. This is something that we can talk, and I think that you can be a good observer when you are in the street, for example, or when you go to different places in the place where you live, and you can see young people always, right? So, okay, have you noticed the clothes that are fashionable among young people?
Yes, señor.
What's the matter?
Sorry, again, I can't hear very well because my connection is
Yeah,
unstable.
because Fernanda, now we are having problems. That's what they said on the radio. So take it easy, con calma. Take it easy. I'm going to repeat again. It says, which
Thank you.
clothes, are fashionable. Fashionable means that they are in fashion, son de modas. Yeah, fashion. Among, among is a preposition that means between, but among is used, Fernanda, when we have more than two, from 3 on. Yeah, for example, among, entre miles de personas, among young people, right? At the moment. So, which clothes are fashionable among young people at the moment?
In my opinion, right?
Yes, of course. Yes, Fernanda. Good.
I think
Yes, Fernanda.
I don't know how to say this. A lot of colors, maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of very color.
Yeah. So, how do you say, Fernanda, when the clothes have lots of color? What is the adjective that you use?
Colorful.
Yes, colorful. So you can say people wear colorful. I mean, young people wear a lot of colorful clothes today or at the moment. Yes. What else apart from colorful clothes? That I think it's good. It's beautiful. You see beautiful colors. Yes. What else apart from that? Apart from that. Apart from colorful colors, have you seen? You see, or have you noticed other, kinds of clothes that are fashionable among young people?
And more, I don't know, maybe coat.
What?
I think.
What is
coat?
Ah, right, coats. Yeah, coats in winter.
I think.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe
Yes.
Yes, Fernanda. Especially in winter, you see coats. Yeah, many people wear coats. Yes. coats because they are very warm, right? So this is correct. Okay, coats. Right. Danai, are you now here, Danai? Are you
Yes, I'm
with us? Yeah, okay. Danai, we listen to you anyway, but don't worry, take it easy. Danai, it says, which, well, can you add more information about the question number 3? Have you noticed, for example, other kinds of fashionable clothes that are, that young people, you know, wear at the moment? What are the fashionable clothes they are wearing? Apart from
Now
colorful clothes, and she says coats.
maybe
Okay.
maybe big clothing.
What?
I'm not sure. Maybe big pants or shirts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But what do you mean big? You
Maybe oversized. I don't know. I'm not on trend.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe they call baggy. You mean the baggy ones? Baggy. Los baggy son estos pantalones sueltos,
Yes.
ancho. Baggy. Como viene, ¿sabes dónde viene, Danae? De bolsa. Como las bolsas son grandes en general, y de ahí se creó la palabra baggy. Son baggy, por ejemplo, baggy jeans, baggy pants. Baggy son cuando son sueltos, por eso se llaman bag, como de bolsa. Bolsudos, baggy, con double G, baggy clothes, baggy pants. Okay, what else? Anything else fashionable? Do you
A lot
think?
of people
Huh?
using cargo pants.
Yeah, all right.
I've seen it.
All right.
And I don't know what else.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I think what I have seen in the university, for example, when I see the students, I see that most of them, for example, wear sneakers. It's difficult to see, you know, that they wear shoes. When there is an exam, right, in the university, for example, when we have the speaking in the English program, I can see that you see that the women, for example, usually wear high-heeled, but only for that moment, and then they take them off and they start wearing sneakers again, right? So in those cases only. Okay, thank you, Danai. And the last question for all of you, you can answer, and you feel free to answer. How young people dress, that's a good question. How young people dress differently to their parents or grandparents? Good question. Think about your parents. Think about your mother. Think about your father. Think about your grandmother, your grandfather, maybe your old teachers, for example. How people dress differently to their parents.
I want to talk about this.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Karen. Go ahead.
Because my grandmother always wear skirts. It's
All right.
so difficult to see her with pants.
Okay.
She just pants in her house sometimes, not always, when it's too cold. Or
right.
sometimes she wear pants and apple. No.
Yeah.
¿Cómo digo encima?
Uh-huh. Okay, I understand you, Karen. It was kind of, you know, I didn't understand. I couldn't listen very well the last
She
part.
wear a skirt.
Okay, yeah. She usually wears.
Encima de los pantalones, she wear a skirt.
Yeah.
But it's like so embarrassing for her to see that people see her with pants. I don't know why. She always use very large skirts.
Yeah, long skirts. Long skirts. Yeah.
Long skirts.
Yeah, she wears.
She bothered my mother a lot when she wear like a little bit short skirt and just a little bit because it's always under the knee.
The knees, yeah. Yeah.
So it's weird, yes.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, correct. And any of you can say something, for example, about if you see your mom or your grandma, or maybe your father or your grandpa, for example, and if you see, if you compare how young people dress differently to these kind of people. In the case of men, for example, do they dress differently to their parents or grandparents? What do you think? For example, Fabian. Fabian, are you there? Or are you still having breakfast?
Yes,
Fabian?
I am.
Yeah, Fabian, do you have, is your grandpa alive?
No,
No? Okay.
no,
And,
he isn't.
yeah, and
He's not.
yeah, and what about your dad? Do you live with your dad?
Mm, yes, yes,
Yes,
I do.
okay. Can you compare, for example, I mean, how young people dress differently to your father, for example? If you compare young people, and especially men, young men, and if you compare to your dad, how do they dress differently?
Mm, it's less extravagant, I would say.
Yeah, of course, less extravagant. Yes, right.
Like classic, very classic
Yeah,
ways to dress.
yes, exactly. What does your dad usually wear?
Mm, jeans, shoes, like these
Yeah,
elegant shoes,
elegant.
and
Mhm.
a shirt,
Yeah, and t-shirts. Okay,
nothing
and
more,
or
nothing
shirt. Yeah,
less.
and does he sometimes wear a suit? A suit?
Yes, sometimes
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, yes, sometimes.
on special dates.
Yeah, good. Or special occasions, special dates, etc. Yeah, okay, good.
Mhm.
That's right. Mhm. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Now, well, this is, something very important about, clothes that we have to study. You see, some of the things. Have you ever worn a dreadlocks or not? They were in fashion a couple of years ago. Maybe you
What
wear
are those?
dreadlocks. Los rastas que usan, do you know this? Como tres
Ah, yeah, yeah,
dreadlocks.
yeah.
Esos son los
Yes,
dreadlocks.
yes, yes,
El
yes.
pelo, dreadlocks. That men and women sometimes wear dreadlocks, right? So this is something that was in fashion a couple of years ago that I could see also in the university, some students, having dreadlocks, you see, in their hair. Today, what is in fashion, lo que yo veo de moda, a ver, las ladies, las damitas aquí, my dear students, ladies, in when I see, for example, on TV, some pieces of news that I would like to listen, not everything because television is so awful, and I see that ponytail is in fashion among women, young women, and also women in their 30s. I've seen some women in their 30s, even in their 40s, wearing a ponytail. Do you notice?
What's
Have
that?
you ponytail? Súper de moda, ponytail, cola de caballo. La cola se toma en el pelo hacia atrás y se sube en el pelo así, así, y después cae una cola larga. Eso es ponytail. Do you have a ponytail? I mean, have you seen people, I mean, lots of people that are, wearing ponytails, las colas de caballo largas, no? For example, la Gabriela tiene el pelo largo, I see in the picture. Maybe she can sometimes have or she can wear, you see, ponytail, or she can have that kind of style, about hairstyle, ponytail. Gabriela, no? Have you ever tried, to comb your hair as a ponytail?
I don't like ponytails because
Yeah.
I feel like I look weird. I rather like a bun.
Yeah, a bun, okay.
But now I have short hair, so I
Ah,
don't like I
yeah,
don't wear like ponytails or buns. Like I just let it suelto.
yeah, okay. Right, good. Do you have your hair straight or wavy or curly now?
it's weird. It's like kind of straight, but kind of wavy. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but
Maybe it depends because, you
it's
know, I
raining.
also have long hair, but when the weather is like humid, sometimes my hair starts like being wavy in this part,
Yeah,
wavy.
yeah, that happened to me too.
Yeah, this is because of the weather. I mean, because of the
Yeah.
humidity, right?
When I had long hair, I had it like straight,
Yeah. Okay.
but now that it's short, I have a little waves.
Yeah. Okay. And you, Javiera? Thank you, Gabi. Javiera, do you have a straight hair? Straight or wavy or maybe what is the other one? Curly. Curly. Do you have wavy, straight, or curly hair, Javiera?
Um, it's uh weird because it's
Why?
kind of straight, but in the end it's wavy
Waves con ondas? Waves with waves?
and sometimes kind of
Ah,
curly.
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But maybe it could be like a straight hair, but you know, here at the end with some waves. Right. Okay. And you, Danae, do you have short
Yes.
hair or long hair?
I have short hair.
Short hair. Okay. Short hair.
Yes.
And is it curly or wavy or straight or kinky?
It's wavy.
Wavy. Good. It's wavy.
Yeah.
Right. Wavy. All right. And you, Karen, do you have long hair or short hair?
I have long hair.
Yeah. Good. And is it straight? Is it straight or wavy?
It's weird too because sometimes it's so straight, but sometimes it's wavy, and I don't know. My hair does what it wants to do. It have it's
It has.
alive by its own. I don't know.
Okay. Right. Okay, babies. Now let's go to the unit. Vamos a la unidad que nos convoca ahora. Now the unit that we have to continue. Danilo is in charge of this part. Él tiene que ver esto. Él está a cargo de esta unidad. Es la que sigue. Yeah. And then tiene que ver comparatives and superlatives. And then I'm going to see this. Are you studying now the comparatives and superlatives with Danilo or not?
Yes.
Yeah, bien, good. No han terminado todavía, me imagino, porque esta es larga esta unidad. Hay que meter mucho material aquí con los superlatives y comparatives. Ya. ¿Van ahí todavía? ¿Sí? You're still here?
Sí, sí.
Ya, bien. Now, miren para acá, después, sigan. Go on, sigan. You see here? Yeah. I'm going to use this. Voy a tomar esta. What is this? Se llama page 48. Page 48. And it says listening. Y hay uno que dice listening there, right? Okay, so for this I'm going to share, voy a compartir to start this new unit because we have a listening, so I need the listening, right? Wait a minute. Ya, sacamos de acá, espérense. Esto está en el libro. ¿Por qué apareció esto? Ya, ahí sí. Okay, so here we are. Then go preliminary active technology. Yeah, all right. We are sharing. Always learning. Everything is kind of slow today. I don't know why. No sé qué pasa. Maybe because of the rain. No quiere, está pesado. Okay, this is number 5, unit 5. It's here. Yeah, and this is the one, and this is the one. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is the one that we are going to start studying, right? It's called, and this is the page. Here it is, 49 and 48. Okay, so here we are. We are going to see here it says listening, right? This is our first part here. We're in pairs and discuss the questions. We're in pairs and discuss the questions. And in which speaking countries have you visited? Which would you like to visit and why? This is the first question for you. And then we have to think about if you have ever been on a school exchange program and what are the advantages and problems with an exchange program. All right, let's concentrate on number one first. I know that I have some of my students, I'm very lucky because they have, you know, I mean, had experiences in other countries. So, which English-speaking countries have you visited? First of all, give me the examples of English-speaking countries that you know. Fabian, which English-speaking countries do you know, or you have heard, you have checked in a map, or you have seen in a documentary, or whatever?
Canada.
Canada? Okay, Canada. Only
Yes.
Canada? What other countries?
The UK, United, the Los Estados Unidos, United States.
Yeah, the United States.
Australia, I guess.
Australia. Australia.
Yes.
Australia. What else?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Other countries, babies, who can help us? Who can help us? Are there other countries of English-speaking countries, apart from the ones Fabian has just mentioned?
New Zealand.
Ireland?
New Zealand, okay, New Zealand, yes. What other countries apart from New Zealand?
Ireland?
Ireland, yes, Ireland. All right, okay.
Scotland?
Yeah,
No.
Scotland, okay. At least, you know, we have some examples of English-speaking countries where people, you know, communicate in English, speak English. Now, it says, which would you like to visit? Which of these countries would you like to visit? The ones that you have mentioned. You have mentioned the US, you know, England, Ireland, New Zealand, Canada. You have also mentioned other countries you see in the world. Which of these countries would you like to visit?
All of them.
All of them. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be great. That would be fantastic. Yes. Okay. I think Javiera, did you say all of them?
Yes.
Yeah. Why would you visit all of them? Why? What is the
Because I want to travel around the world, and I want to visit as many countries as I can in my life.
okay?
Salud.
Thank
O sea,
you.
bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. You're right. You're right, Javiera. Okay. So maybe this is an opportunity that you can have. Of course, you can do it. Maybe remember that in the future, the things probably are going to be different. We are not going to be in this pandemic, right? And maybe you are going to have lots, I think, of opportunities to travel because remember, Gabriela, Fabian, Karen, Adanai, and Javiera, you the same. I think that we are going to have more opportunities because remember, the airlines companies now are suffering because they are not having passengers. They are not traveling. We have few flights, just a couple of flights, you know, that are national flights, or as some people call also home flights, but not international. Few, but just few. So maybe when this pandemic ends, you see, we are going to have more opportunity because they need to, you know, start making money again. So they are going to offer, you see, good prices with good discounts to travel to different parts of the world, I think. So maybe you are going to have more opportunities. I hope. Okay. Karen, Elizabeth, would you like to visit other countries? You know some countries. You know, Spain. And maybe you know other countries that are near Spain.
No,
No,
I
Karen?
didn't have the opportunity
Oh,
because I was illegal.
yeah,
I
you,
I didn't travel because I was illegal.
yeah,
I were illegal like 2 years and
yeah.
I
Uh,
didn't.
yeah, all right. So, but you just stayed in Europe, especially in Spain, right?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe in the future also. Why not, Karen?
Yes, I want to go back to Spain.
Yeah,
My family too. We're trying to plan things to go back.
yeah, right. Good, maybe. And you, Gabriela, that you also had the experience of living abroad. Would you like to visit other countries also?
Yes.
Which ones?
Canada and Australia. But
Yeah.
I will also like non-English speakers. I would like to go to Italy. Sorry.
Yeah, me too. Italy. Yeah, I also would like to visit, for example, let's say Russia. I would like to go there, but just to specific cities, right there that are very beautiful. People say that they are really beautiful. Um, and also Czechoslovakia. I would like to go there too. And of course, I would like to go to London because I have never been there.
Yes,
I
obviously.
Yeah, I've only been to the United States, different cities in the US and in Canada, but not in London, right? So this is my next, let's say, dream that I have is to stay and to stay there for a long time, for a long time, not only for 1 week or 1 month. No, I would like to stay there for a semester. You see, that's my dream. Maybe I'm going to do it. I have to wait. What is going to happen in the future? Okay, because I think that is important to know more about the culture of, England. England has lots of interesting things to know. Number 2 says, if you have ever been on a school exchange program, any of you, or do you know something about this school exchange program? If you know, or if you know someone, what are the advantages and disadvantages or problems with an exchange program? First, tell me if you have ever been on a school exchange program. Any of you? Fabian, Gabriela, Karen, Javiera, Danae. Have you ever been on a school exchange program? Have you?
No.
No,
No.
no, nobody. Nobody here. Okay. But do you know about this? ¿Pero conocen de esto? Do you know the school exchange programs?
I
Yeah.
almost did one.
Yeah, okay. But do you know this? ¿Lo conocen? You have an idea. ¿Tienen una
Yes.
idea? Yes? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell me with your own words what are the advantages of a school exchange program? When the students go from Chile to the US and they study there for 1 semester or for a year sometimes. And then they
You
return.
learn a lot
Yeah, one advantage. They learn a lot. Yeah.
about other cultures, about the languages, and a lot of things. You can know meet a lot of different people with different realities, and it's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, pay attention because this is a question also, maybe it's a good question for the speaking. These are the advantages, Karen has mentioned important things that you learn a lot. Yes, this is for sure. You learn a lot. You learn about culture, the culture of the country. You learn more about the language. You learn a lot about how people live there, live there, that is part of culture. And you know about their lifestyles, about their interests. So, I mean, it has lots of advantages, right? You know people also, people from different parts of the world, not only for the country where you are studying in, right? Maybe because when we have these school exchange programs, we always find people from all over the world, not only from the country you are studying in, right? Okay, these are the advantages. Can you see any problems with this, I mean, exchange program or disadvantage?
I know some
Yeah.
disadvantages.
Okay, tell me.
Um, it's really expensive when it's a college program because the scholarship is not for everybody.
Mhm.
In my last career, only two persons were um, qualified for the program,
Mhm.
and they both had a lot of money, and they went to Italy,
Mhm.
and they stayed in Milan, which is a very, very, very expensive city to live in. So
Mhm.
you have to have a lot of money if you want to go. That's it.
Okay, Danai, thank you for your contribution. But Danai, I'm going to tell you something. Te voy a contar algo. I'm going to tell you something that I worked, I mean, up to 1 year ago, I mean, last year, maybe. I worked for 5 years, por 5 años yo trabajé. I worked for 5 years in the university, en la Universidad Brillantina, in the university. Apart from being an English teacher, I worked also as a, let's say, I was the assistant of the director of the International Affairs Office, Oficina de Relaciones Internacionales, International Affairs Office in UPLA. And in that opportunity, I could see lots of people, lots of students in UPLA had the opportunity to have these programs, kinds of, because then it's not the same exchange programs. These are the university, has agreements, tiene agreements. So with some universities, and so the students can go there and study for a semester, and then they return. And there is another program, I don't know, Danai, if you know, but during the government of Bachelet, Presidenta Bachelet, she created a program only for English pedagogy. ¿Sabía eso? Danai?
Oh, no.
Sí, pues. Se llama Beca Semestre en el Extranjero, lo creó la Bachelet. Y ella, so all the universities, las universidades públicas tenían más opciones para ir. So, our university, we asked our students, nosotros a nuestros estudiantes, y pedíamos que postularan, porque they have to apply along the country, a lo largo del país, ¿ya? En Chile. Y nosotros llevamos más o menos casi 80 alumnos en nuestra vida que han estudiado en el extranjero, de pedagogía. Gracias
Wow.
a la beca semestre en el extranjero, con todo pagado, Karen, Danae.
Wow.
Sí, le daban un estipendio, y con eso ellas tenían que ir a pagar los pasajes, obviamente, y llevaban, ellas siempre nosotros decíamos que llevaran platita por si acaso, en caso de una emergencia, pero el programa les pagaba todo. Y ahí nosotros llevamos 80, súper interesante, 80. Ahora con la pandemia no pasó nada, está todo suspendido. Y después cuando este gobierno de señor, ¿cómo se llama este caballero? Piñera, él he reduced the number of scholarship, redujo la cantidad de becas. Antes daban, por ejemplo, como algo así como, no sé, eran muchas, y ahora there was a reduction about these scholarships, but they are still there, todavía están ahí. Pero ahora no se ha ido nada, porque yo no se ha ido nada, ni han mandado ningún correo del ministerio, nada, con respecto a las becas semestre en el extranjero. Ustedes pueden googlear ahí en el Ministerio de Educación y buscar becas semestre en el extranjero y ahí no aparece. Pero no ha pasado nada. Pero hay que ir cuando uno está terminando tercero o primer semestre de cuarto. Antes no. ¿Ya? Ok, y tienen que postular y hay que dar una prueba, sí, hay que dar una prueba internacional para certificar su nivel de inglés. No cualquiera va a ir, o sea, alguien que le cueste el inglés, obviamente no, tiene que ser alguien que le haya ido bien en la carrera, que tenga buen promedio, que haya participado en actividades, no solamente de la carrera como estudiar, sino que también actividades sociales, en beneficio de los demás, etc. Todo eso son los requisitos. But they are good. Yeah, the students, when they return, they have a conversation with us and they say that they are really, let's say cheerful, happy, because they have learned a lot being abroad, and it has been a nice, excellent, marvelous opportunity that they have had, you know, studying there. So it was a good opportunity that our students have had. And there are other also, you know, programs, because I told you that I worked there, that we had with Canada, but this is the part of, you know, where people speak French, but the university also has the English program. So also some of our students have studied there. We sent also some students to that university for 1 semester in Canada. And some of our students, because of the beca semestre en extranjero, they have studied in different parts. They have studied in England, in the US, in Australia. The others have been in China. It depends. You can apply to the university you are interested in. Good, very good. So lots of advantages. I agree with Karen when she says that, you know, we learn a lot. That's true. We learn a lot. And it's a new type of life because we have to be there alone without our parents. So we also, I think we mature people, I mean, are different. They are more mature now when they return. So this is good. And the problems with an exchange program, maybe we can have some problems. In some cases, what, you know, I mean, Danai said, in some cases, some exchange programs at school, for example, are sometimes kind of expensive, right? And there are other programs that universities sometimes offer, like what Danai said. They are also expensive, but they are other programs. They are not, for me, they are not scholarship, no son becas. They are programs, right? I mean, different kinds of programs. Well, problems that we have or advantages, can you see any other disadvantage apart from the ones that you see Danai said, that in some cases they are expensive? Can you see other disadvantages or not?
The thing that you're alone, like
Yeah,
without your parents, that you have to custom grade or you have to adapt yourself to other life way.
yeah. Okay, so it's correct. You have to adapt. That's the word that you have to use, not acostumbrate. Acostumbrate does not exist. Necesita acostumbrate. You know, Karen, the word that you are using, adapt, is better, is correct. Yes, they have to adapt, you know, to the new style of life, that you are alone there. Some people suffer from homesick. Homesick is la enfermedad todo. Homesick when you miss your family a lot. But little by little, you are getting used to. Se empiezan a acostumbrar. You start getting used to that kind of life. In general, we have more advantages than disadvantages. All right? Interesting. So I would like to see you one day applying for this kind of scholarship. Me encantaría verlas postulando después en el futuro. You know, I mean, to go to other countries. Okay, let's go to the activity 2 in the book. It says, read what 3 students said about their exchange program. Decide if each speaker was happy or unhappy. Okay, so can you do it? You have 1 minute. Un minuto para hacerlo, 1 minute. Try to do it. Try to do it. And then we can check it. It's up to letter F. E. And F. Up to letter F. Okay. This is number 1. Are you ready? ¿Listas? ¿Y listo? Are you ready, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
all right. So
Okay.
let's see the answers. Yeah, the answers are there now. They put the answers here. So number one, the student A, we can think that this speaker is happy because he says, I met such interesting people. You know, when Karen said that one of the advantages is that you meet people, that's correct. You see, like this person says that I met such interesting people there, even though the town was really small. So, in spite of staying in a city that is small, you can have the opportunity to meet interesting people there. Good. So, this is the student is happy. B says that the student is unhappy because it wasn't warm enough for me. I thought I was going to freeze. Yeah, this person suffered, I think, a lot because of the weather. Sometimes the weather is so different from where the person is that it's difficult to get used to. Like in this case, for example, because it wasn't warm enough for me. I thought I was going to freeze. Poor of her. I thought I was going to freeze, you know. So maybe she suffered here. That's why we say that, you know, I mean the speaker here was unhappy. In C, in letter C, we say that the student is also unhappy because it says it was just too wet to do anything. When it rained, everything stopped. Yeah. So maybe she didn't like this experience, right? That it was just too wet. So too wet to do anything all the time, too wet. And so when it rained, everything stopped. Mhm. Yeah. And D is happy. It says it was such a big city that there were lots of things to do. Yeah. So this was an advantage because this person, you know, had the opportunity to be in a big city. And all the big cities always, you see, offer lots of things to do. So this is an advantage. So that's why the student D is happy. In the case of letter E, we have that the student is also unhappy here. Why? Because there were too many tourists passing through. Yeah, she didn't like this, seeing many tourists passing through. Maybe she didn't feel comfortable seeing lots of people, in this case, tourists, you know, passing all day through, walking maybe. So she didn't like this. It's an advantage for her. And then we have a student, you know, F, that says, I got so good at skiing, I was going down the fast slopes by the end. Yeah, he was, I mean, this person is happy because he likes, you know, as you see, he loves skiing. And it says, I was going down the fast slopes by the end. Yeah, so maybe he's really happy because he loves, you know, skiing, and also he loves, you know, these fast slopes. These are the you know, maybe las pistas, como las pistas de ski, right? The slopes, or also the pendants. I mean, not pendants, the you know, when you go down, you know, very steep, muy pendiente, very steep. So these are the slopes. So maybe he really enjoyed these slopes, especially when people do ski. Okay, right, let's go on. The other activity here is so we can get information about the advantages and disadvantages. Now, let's go now to the listening. It says, listen to 3 people describing their experiences. So again, we are going to find, you see, more information. We can add more information about the advantages of staying abroad or living in another country. Which speaker 1-3 might have said statements A, F? Yeah, we have statement A, statement B, C, and up to F, I think, right? Well, here we are. So we have the other ones, D, E, and F, right? Yeah, let's see the same that we just, you know, checked. Well, now what is the difference is that now we are going to listen to them. Okay, so this is something different. All right, so let's go to the let's say to the first part, the speaker 1 here, and we are going to start listening. All right, remember what you have to do. Which speaker might have said statements A from A to F? And we have 3 speakers only. Okay, here we go. Listen, please, carefully.
Unit 5, Grammar Focus, Activity 3. Speaker 1. I just loved my time at Giles College in Toronto. Canada is an incredible country. I had a great time. I guess the biggest problem was the weather. It's incredibly cold. In fact, it's so cold that they've built this network of paths underground, with shops and streets and everything, because it's just too cold to walk around the streets up the top. Of course, the cold weather meant that there was lots of snow. My host family took me skiing with them every weekend, and I was pretty good by the time I had to leave. I was even able to go on the fast courses. Speaker 2.
I never imagined I'd end up in South Africa. I had no idea that Johannesburg was so huge. I thought it had about 500,000 people maximum, but there were over 4 million, and the city just seems to go on forever. Of course, there was lots to do, like visit the zoo, and the carnival was wonderful. It was much wetter than I expected, though, and every time it rained, it was impossible to go outside or do anything. And it rained a lot while I was there. I'd go back again, though.
Speaker 3. I was at Coober Pedy. I had an amazing time. Coober Pedy is an old mining town in Australia. It has a population of just 2,000 people, so it was very small, but the locals were really interesting. A lot of them still lived in traditional communities, and it was fascinating talking to them. It's in the middle of the desert, so most of the people live in underground homes, which lets them escape the heat. Because it's so unusual, the downside of all this is that a lot of tourists come to the village every day, looking around the homes. I think I'd find that annoying if I actually lived there all the time.
Okay. Is it okay, or do you need to listen to it again, babies? Is it okay? Okay, or do you want to listen to it again? You tell me, you decide. What do you think?
It's okay.
It's okay for all of you?
I think.
Yes, all of
Yes,
you?
it is.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
All right, good. Now, so pay attention to this, and we are going to check, you know, the listening, all right? So remember, let me see this. All right, yeah. Which speaker, this is what we have to do. Which speaker from 1 to 3 might have said statements A to F in activity 2? These are the statements A, B, C, up to F. Statement A. Who do you think, which speaker might have said, you know, that I met such interesting people there, even though the town was really small? Speaker 1, speaker 2, or speaker 3?
3?
Here, 3.
Speaker 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, then we're going to check the answers. Okay, I put it anywhere. Yeah, let's see. What about B? Says it wasn't warm enough for me. I thought it was going to freeze. Speaker 1, speaker B, 2 or 3?
1?
1.
1. Okay. C, it was just too wet to do anything. When it rained, everything stopped. 1,
2.
2. All right. Okay. What about this one? It was such a big city that there were lots of things to do. Speaker 1, speaker 2, or speaker 3?
2.
Also 2.
Yeah, okay. Then we're going to check it. There were too many tourists passing through. 1, 2, or 3? Speaker 1 or speaker 2 or speaker 3? 3? Okay, let's see. I got so good at skiing, I was going down the fast slopes by the end.
1.
1? Okay. Now let's show the answers. Here they are. So the last one, 1. You're right. E, speaker 3. Good. And then you have all the answers, you know, I mean here, right? So here we have a speaker 2 in this one, right? I'm going to go to the first, easier. Yeah, speaker 1, 3, good. Speaker 2, statement B, speaker 1. C, speaker 2, right? They're okay up to now. Yeah, D is 2, E is 3, and F is 1. Okay, so these are correct. So if we summarize the night, what other advantages can you add to our discussion first? We talked a lot about the advantages and the disadvantages or problems that people have when you are in an exchange program. So which ones what kind of information would you add to the things we talked about before in terms of the advantages and disadvantages of these kind of
Another advantage could be that depending on the city you're
Mhm.
staying, there is a lot of things to do, maybe new things to do.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So this is one of the other advantages that we can add when you are, in an exchange program, depending on the city you are. That's right. You can have many things to do there. Okay. Any other advantage, Gabriela? Thank you, Danai. Gabriela, do you have any other advantage that you can add or disadvantage? It could be any advantage or disadvantage.
About what? I'm sorry, I got lost.
But what we are talking about, we're talking about what we listen to. We listen to the things that you see people are talking about their experiences of studying abroad, you know, like these exchange
Oh, okay,
programs.
okay. So
What are
I
the
think, well, I had an exchange classmate from the US like 2 years ago, and I feel like it was really difficult to hear the slangs.
Yeah, but here in the listening they didn't talk about it, but it's a good idea. Yes, you're right. So especially in our country, because we use a lot of slangs. Yes, so this is a disadvantage when people don't know the slangs. It's difficult to understand when we speak, when we talk. And
Yeah,
also,
because we speak really fast.
yeah, that's the problem. We speak really fast. They always have problem when you say al tiro, vamos al tiro, vamos al tiro. Ellos piensan que you are going to shoot them, right? Because it's very fast. You're right, Gabriela. Do you have other
Yeah, and
experiences?
for example, my classmate used to say "wata," and I told her that no, the word is not "wata," it's like estómago, but
Ah,
"wata" is it's a slang.
yeah. Okay. Yes, that's right. Okay, good. Is there another thing? Maybe Javiera, can you add another advantage or disadvantage that you listen to here in this example? Javiera Cornejo, are you there? Javi, can you add another thing, another advantage from this listening to our conversation we had before?
I don't know.
Maybe another thing it could be that depending also on where you are. For example, if there is a student that loves sport, you know, sport, in some countries you can have good opportunities to practice your favorite sport, for example skiing, right? So that in Canada, for example, there are lots of places where people can go to ski, right? So this is an advantage for especially for sporty people, right? Okay, that's it. Now let's go on. Let's move to the other. What comes after here? Yeah. No, this is nothing to do. Esto nada que ver. Hasta ahí llega la cosa. Okay. This is the last part. Well, then we have, it says here, to and enough, so and such. This is part of grammar. So wait a minute, I'm going to go back. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, here we are. You know, this is what we checked. Now we're going to do this. Okay, so it's, los tiro para acá, babies, pero es para explicar, just to explain this. Pay attention to this. Miren el uso. This is what we're going to study now. This is about grammar. We're going to study something about grammar. What are we going to study first? To and enough. To and enough first. Maybe you have this. To and enough, and then so and such. Here, what you find here in this part of the book is about the reference, grammar reference. I mean, in what cases you use, for example, to and enough, and so and such. Well, here you have the explanation. To, this is the one that we're going to use, has the idea of excess, of more than it's necessary. To, for example, when people say, I'm too tired to go to the party. To means there is an excess, when the idea, that's the idea, to. More than is necessary. That's why people say, I am too tired. So it's when you feel that maybe you need, to rest because you cannot do anything because you are too tired, right, to go to the party. Okay, so something interesting here, these two, right? First we have to, and then we have the adjective, which is very important when you express the idea. I am too tired to go to the party. You use an adjective, after to. For example, when you say, I am too, let's say, I am too exhausted, for example, I'm too exhausted. You tell your mother, Mom, I am too exhausted to help you. Or when you say, for example, I am too, let's say, for example, I'm too bored to go to that place. Now, enough, what is enough? Enough means the necessary to the necessary degree. Yeah, when it's necessary, I mean, you don't need more. With that, it's okay. That is okay. That's the idea of enough. For example, I am fit enough to run 20 kilometers, right? So fit enough. This is fit now. The enough now goes, in this position. Is not the same as to. Look at to and look at enough. To, before. You see, it's before, I mean here, the adjective. Fit is different because to is before here. And here we have after the adjective. So when you say, I am fit enough. I am fit. Fit is the adjective, and then enough. When people say, I am, let's say, or this room is, for example, is big enough for 20 students. This room is big enough. Big is the adjective, and then enough is big enough for 20 students. Or I can say, for example, let's say, this computer is good enough, for me, because I don't need, maybe, let's say, another computer with more, kilobytes, etc. No, with this one that I have is enough, right? So this is good enough for me. It's good enough. All right, so this is something interesting to keep in mind. Remember the position, to first and then the adjective. Here, the other way around, al revés. Adjective first and then enough. Okay? Now, 3, it says, use so and such. Yeah, so that everybody usually uses so. The girl was so thoughtful. Yeah, most of the time we usually use so and then followed by a clause. Most of the time, not always. Use so and such with the meaning of very. That's the meaning, very, very, very. So, the girl was so thoughtful. And here we say so first and then the adjective, so thoughtful. He's such a, yeah, it's such, you see the position, such a, and then the adjective, a special person. He's such a special person. It's like she's a very special person. That's the idea. He's such a special person. Well, to and enough express contrasting ideas. Yeah, for example, it was too heavy. Yeah, too here, heavy, too heavy to carry. Yeah, it wasn't light enough, light enough to carry. The box was too big enough to send by post, or the box wasn't small enough to send by post. Now, form. Now, this is the important thing too. Aquí es lo importante. Form. How do you use it? Form. We use to. Ya, acuérdense lo que dije adelante. To. Before the adjective, it says before. Don't worry. I mean, worry about this. Not don't worry. Worry about this. Too cold. For example, the weather now is too cold to go out. The weather, or yesterday, I think the weather was too cold. Yeah, here that interesting. We always use to when you want to express result. For example, the weather was too cold to go out. That's the result. This is the, you know what we're saying, but in this case with the to, we're expressing a result. The weather was too cold to go out. Or you can say the test was too difficult, the result, to answer it. Now, we use enough after the adjective. That's what I told you before. Use enough plus infinitive to express result. Yeah, for example, here in this second one, it wasn't warm enough, the result, to eat outside or to go to a restaurant. It wasn't warm enough. For example, you can say, the restaurant wasn't warm enough. So maybe I felt a little bit cold in the restaurant. Okay, these are the three uses, and then we have other things here. Yeah. We can also use so plus an adjective like here to replace very. For example, her new boyfriend was so kind. And if we use a clause, that's what I like. Este el que más se usa, that, is when you express the result. For example, the new boyfriend was so kind that he drove us all to the station. He was very kind. We can use such plus a or an plus adjective plus noun in a place of so or etc. For example, this is the example here. The party was, you know, we use so great, or it was such a great party. Yeah, this is what we do sometimes. It was such a great party. That's what you can use when you want to express something. And for countable singular nouns, we use such. Yes, always such plus an adjective or plus noun. And we can also use that. So there is no problem. It was such a great day, or it was such, you know, a difficult person that I never want to see her again. Okay. And then we have uncountable. Well, with countable, you always use a. Countable, a great day, a difficult person. I can count a day, I can count a person. Here, I can never count the word weather. I know, you know, digo weather uno, weather dos, no? So this is uncountable. For uncountable and plural nouns, use such plus an adjective plus noun. For example, it was such terrible weather. Yeah, so this is correct here because weather is uncountable. And they were such friendly people. This is countable, so we can also use such with countable. Such friendly people and such terrible weather. Too much information. Mucha información, ¿eh? Pobrecitas. Poor of you. Pobrecitas mis angelitos aquí que se van a desesperar con esto. Yeah, babies, pay attention to this. Vamos a ir piano, piano. Let's go little by little. Let's go back. Devolvámonos al 4. Esto sale en el libro, la parte de atrás. Anyway, if you want to have it, si lo quieren tener, está en el libro atrás. You can go back. Yeah. Vamos al ejercicio. Veamos. Let's see. It says here, underline the examples of to and enough in the sentences in activity 2, in this activity. Okay? Yeah. And complete the rules. You all have the books. Todos tienen el libro, ¿cierto? En sus manitos. Yeah. Yo lo tengo ahora más grande aquí para que los vean mejor. Activity 4. The activity 4 says, underline the examples of to and enough in activity 2 and then complete the rules. Yeah. Okay. Here, what do we have here? Do we have something here? Yeah, it says to and enough. Solamente nos están pidiendo to and enough. Here, no. Here, enough. Yeah, ahí está. Look at this, B. Warm enough. Warm enough. Here, no. Okay. Maybe we can continue with this. Yeah. It says it was such a big city that there was lots of things to do. There were too many tourists. Yeah, too many. Mira aquí, too many tourists. Too many. Yeah. Then we have too many tourists and the activity E. Nothing. No, because too and enough. Estamos buscando solamente too and enough. Yeah. Okay. According to the examples. De acuerdo a los ejemplos. Remember. Yeah. Too many tourists. And enough. And here we have enough. Enough. Yeah. Here enough. Warm enough. Yeah. According to the rules. Yeah. What are you going to put here? ¿Qué van a poner ahí? We use. What do you use? We use what?
Do.
Two.
Yeah. And in the second one?
Enough.
Good. Perfect. Bien. Okay. We use to before the adjective, and we use enough, as it's here, you know, warm enough after the adjective. This is correct. Okay. Please, we stop here. Vamos a llegar hasta aquí, baby, porque yo tengo clase ahora a las 11:05. Por lo tanto, ustedes van a seguir solitos. No, no sigan solitos. Yo lo voy a ayudar igual. 5. Tarea, déjense el número 5 y el número 6 y el número 8. Homework para la próxima semana. Wednesday, miércoles. Voy a anotar. Right here. I'm looking for my pencil. Okay, I can find it. I don't know where it is. Maybe some, no, nobody has taken it. No, I cannot find it in my pencil case. Where are you, babies? I don't know where they are. Maybe on the floor. No. Okay, I'm going to write it here. Bueno, puedo escribir con lápiz rojo because they are going to kill me. Si no me van a matar. So here, group 1. Homework, exercise 5, 6, and 8. Page 48. Okay, so we stop here. Thank you very much for people who are watching the video. You have to study also if you want to succeed in the tests. Danilo is going to give you the grades, I think. Right? Okay, so now you're going to go to another class, and I have my class. You can go to the loo now if you want. I want to go to the loo too. Do you know what the loo is in England? People say, I want to go to the loo. This is to go to the bathroom, right? To the bathroom, to the loo. Okay.